So, my gracious, welcome back to the second half of Olympus Rises. We're going to go ahead and make sure everybody's here, and then go ahead and get started. Hello, everyone.
What happened to the grid?
What did happen to the grid?
Probably not a great sign for us.
I didn't change anything.
Yeah!
Fixed it.
But now the circles are gigantic.
Oh, that's what I did. Hold on.
What is happening?
Well, see, I didn't... Well, see, that's the thing is I didn't really do it. I edited another page, and apparently it decided it was going to edit that page. Interesting. Okay. It's fine. I can fix those circles. I mean, they kind of should probably be that big, though, if we're being fair.
It's fine.
I shall allow it.
Okay. Welcome back. Sorry about that grid thing. That was a weird thing that happened. But hey, we're all back. And I personally am most interested to find out what Gogo and Fortune have been doing for this whole time.
How long has it been?
So I think that we start back like basically right when we left off with you, and then we'll montage through other things that have gone on. So
Okay.
So yeah, Dr. Fisher and Oscar just left Fortune. You just went back on the ship after talking to Fizz.
Yeah.
And what do? You said you had another thing to do, right?
I did. Is Gogo on the ship?
Yeah, so I think that as you walk back on this ship, if you walk, like, if you're going up towards, like, the front of the ship, and you walk by the med bay, you probably see Gogo walking out of the med bay with the, I guess you could call it a terrarium, whatever, of Dr. Fisher's rats in her hand. And she's just like, Fortune? She just, like, walks down the hallway.
I'm like, Gogo. I have a favor, I guess, to ask.
Yeah. Hold on. These are heavy. Yeah. How can I help you?
I'll just leave the rat thing alone for now. That later. Anyways, maybe a sensitive subject. I need a way to get a hold of Boomer.
When you say that, she almost like drops the rats. She's like, let me just put these down. Hold on. She like places it on the ground. She's like, why? Why would you want to get in touch with him?
I think I told you our ship was paid for last month?
It was him, wasn't it? I could have told you that.
Well,
like almost like she says that with complete like zero shock in her voice.
Yeah. Oh well, if you could have, why didn't you?
Would you have believed me?
No.
Well, there you go.
Then if you thought he did, why would he have?
I've known him a long time. Figured it's something. You need a way to communicate with him. I might have a way. And she.
Are you trying to steal my ship? Our ship?
In that order, exactly like that. And she's like starting to type.
Yeah. And then I'd probably ask if he could send me something saying that he doesn't want to be on the ship's lease anymore. Or show up so that I can take his name off the lease of the ship.
I think Gogo looks up at that and stares at you and is like, why would that matter?
Because it can be difficult to do anything with a ship when it's got someone's name on it that you can't get a hold of.
Like, convince somebody it's not stolen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure, I'll add that to the bottom. Anything else?
Hope you're feeling alright. Bye.
Gogo clearly does not type
write
that
that
in before hitting send.
Yeah, absolutely.
She slides it back in her pocket and she says, also, I meant to tell you, I might have a way to help with the hit. I might have a way to fix that if you're interested. She kind of like goes to scratch the back of her neck. Like it's no big deal.
What? Fix? Okay. How? What? Who?
I might know a guy. We'd have to go to Thune, but I have a feeling it might take some of the heat off us. You know what I mean?
I do. Maybe. Okay. How far is Thune? Sorry, I'm trying to find this place.
You kind of have to go there anyway.
Do we? Okay. Alright. Since we're going anyways, let's see what can happen. Oh yeah, that's our next stop.
Convenient.
Gogo just nods and it's like, well, I'm gonna go. She just turns around and picks up the rats again and walks down the hallway.
I'd ignore the rats.
As you should.
Yeah. Well, that took care of my thingy.
Oh God, we're gridless.
Why is it doing that?
Technology? Question mark.
Oh well. Also, the stream just died. So I mean.
Yay! They didn't want to see everything messed up.
What the hell? Well, I'm very confused now. I'll fix that in a moment.
Okay.
Perhaps Gogo should be a bit more careful when she takes random rats from my laboratory.
Yeah, clearly that's what's going on here.
Because careful has always been Gogo's middle name.
I mean, you don't really want to possibly infect him with TB that I currently have inside one of the rats.
Listen, she was paying attention to the particular group of rats you took the other one from. God, she's not that stupid. She says with zero confidence, but that's fine.
Yay!
Okay. So Gogo, you head back with some rats. I assume to see Chan.
I mean, if he happens to be around.
Yeah,
sure.
He's where he always is.
So, I don't know, engine room, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Gogo moseys on down to the engine room. Her tray of rats in tow. I think she walks in. The door's open.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, Chan, do you think you could do me a favor? She plops the rats down on a table.
He wheels out from underneath whatever he was doing, and he says, yes, Gogo, of course. What is it?
Well, I've been doing some research in the med bay, and these things are in there, and God, they just creep me out so much. Do you mind if I leave them in here for now?
Oh, of course not. They will not be in my way at all.
Okay, great.
Not
so I'm
for
going
long.
to leave them right here, and I'll be back, way later for them, okay?
Yes, I understand.
All right, but don't worry about them too much. They're kind of gross. Just yeah, don't worry about it. You can go back to your work.
I think he bends down. He's like, they appear quite harmless.
Yeah, harmless. Sure. I don't know. They just gross me out. So I'm gonna leave these here. I'll be in the med bay if you need me. Okay, Shan?
Yes, very well. I have much work to do.
Great. Yep, I'm certain you do. Okay. I'll leave you to it. Bye.
Yeah, totally.
And Go kind of like, the doors close behind her and she pauses for a moment and like tries to hold in a gag reflex and then just powers through it and walks back down the hall.
Yeah, you like press an ear up to the door just to make sure nothing's going on.
God. No, she doesn't even want to know. She just walks away.
Okay. All right, cool. You might want to collect more rats for testing there, Dr. Fisher. I mean, nothing's going to happen to them. They'll be fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah.
Like Chan said, they're harmless.
Yep. So where do you go after that, Go-Go?
I think that she actually would go back to the med bay because she is guarding it, basically. So I think she goes back in there. She has a seat. I think that she pulls her compad back out, and you notice that the message is still on her screen,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not actually sent.
Okay, sure.
And she sits there and she's thinking about it for quite some time, and then kind of looks around at her current situation and says basically to herself, what's the harm? And then hits the send button.
Okay, sure.
Kind of pushes the compad away from her.
Yeah, and I assume you're guarding it because of this corpse that's in here, right?
Yeah. I just don't
so
want anything to happen to it.
I don't think you have to do that for long because obviously they're going to send somebody to collect it.
Oh, yeah. No. I'm quite certain of that. I just want to make sure it gets collected.
Yeah.
Intact.
Nothing missing or anything unusual for a corpse?
Quotation marks.
I think every word had separate quotation marks around it
Yeah.
in that sentence.
Raised eyebrow smell.
Yeah. Raised eyebrow smell. Cool. So, after completing that part of your mission, Fortune, where do you turn from there?
Let's see. We're at Westwind. I think I'm going to shop for different upgrades for the ship.
Okay. Sure.
Simple upgrades, relatively inexpensive. Something that I could maybe trade, I don't know, fuel scoops for?
Yeah, totally. We don't need those.
Well, we haven't used them yet, so.
Yeah, this is shockingly reminiscent, isn't it, Matt?
Mm-hmm. It's like, well, we haven't needed the escape pods yet. Why
Oh
don't
god. Still one of the greatest things that's ever happened is me just handing you money. And then realizing later we had no escape pods because I sold them. That was pretty great.
Chan did a thing. Here's money. Don't ask questions.
Yes, that is basically the correct assumption there.
Well, I mean, I would definitely bring up anything I want to do to the rest of the crew first, but might as well, trade them in.
Yeah,
No, it's your ship.
no, I'm with you. So you go shopping. Now you have access to basically everything that you would.
Yeah.
So be that as it may.
What? I'm sorry. My computer was just talking to me.
You have access to basically any of the basic stuff that's TL4 or lower. This is obviously the best place to get it.
Yeah.
Certain specialized things may not exist here. Like if you wanted to get some high-powered weaponry, That's not something Westwind specializes in. You might have to go somewhere else for that. But basically any of the other materials and stuff like that are available to you.
Yeah. Where is this stuff?
So I actually don't... I should have probably made one for ships, but I didn't in the very get-go. But you can see... actually, hold on. If you go to the Google Drive, I believe I have the...
blank ship spreadsheet?
Yeah, go to blank ship spreadsheet. And then if you go to... the best place to go is probably the data tab. And then...
What? I'm sorry. Nothing's happening. Link to supplements.
If you go to the data tab, and then the first bulk is types of ships, the second one is spike drives, the third one is weapons, fourth one is defenses, and then the last portion, where it only goes up to G, all of those are attachments for the ship.
So it's not opening link to supplements.
Is it a bad link? Hold.
No, it's probably me. Something, I don't know. I'm refreshing. Okay, I got a thing.
Okay, good. So yeah, you can peruse through there while all of that happens.
You said it's blank ship spreadsheet.
Yeah, if you go to blank ship spreadsheet and then go to the data tab, and then if you scroll down to the last part of the data, all of those last entries in that last little block are attachments for the ship.
Perfect.
And then right above that is defenses, right above that is weapons, right above that is spike drives, and then that.
Wonderful.
So there you go. You can peruse at your leisure.
Yeah. So I'll do that, and you can go to someone else.
Yeah, I mean, I think that if GoGo has nothing else immediately, especially if you didn't give her the contact info for Fizz, Fortune.
I'm sorry?
You didn't give her the contact info for Fizz, did you?
I did not.
Okay, all right. Not that he would have. Not that he would have contacted her, but GoGo might have on a whim taken it. I don't know. That's up to her, obviously.
Yeah.
I ship it.
I mean, as you should.
I mean, hey, I wasn't given the contact info. Can't do anything without it.
What could have been?
What
We'll never know.
have been.
Yeah. We don't need another undead person on this ship. Thanks.
I mean, he's just a poor old country boy.
Until GoGo gets her claws on him.
Gross.
Literal claws.
Literal claws, yeah.
Okay, there we go. That was annoying me that they weren't the right size. So, moving right the heck along. I think that the only way to truly do this with any poise in practice is going to be to... It's a little intense. Is going to be to move some people. Now, I want you guys to be able to see this. So, I'm going to give... Okay, there we go. And then we're going to do this.
I don't see anything.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't see anything yet.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm scared. Hold me.
I need an adult.
Okay.
There we are.
So, you guys are in this warehouse.
Have fun.
And I've given...
Don't die.
What
Is
is
she a
that
gnome?
token?
she's an
What
orc. She's an orc.
Holy
even
shit.
is-
There's not a lot of space.
Awesome.
So that's the token we're using until I find a more appropriate one.
Oh, that's hysterical.
It's one of the generic, like, when you type in something. Perfect. That's exactly what I want.
When you type in Ronald McDonald, that's what you get at.
So there are a couple of things here that you guys need to worry about. So you guys see these 3, well actually, there's 5. You see kind of in the shadows these 5 bots approaching you. And I need you guys to roll initiative for me.
Can I keep my roll from earlier?
No, you may not. No, you may not. Let me get Oha's character sheet up here.
That's an exceptional roll for me.
Oha. Select your token first. I will. Ha. She is caught unawares, it seems.
My spidey sense didn't go off.
No, because they're not intending to harm you. Remember, specifically the word said capture.
Okay.
So their directive is not to harm you. Now,
Exterminate.
One of us has a different directive, but I will accept that.
correct, yes. But unfortunately, she doesn't have those cool abilities like you do. She has other cool abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So, she also is reasonably unarmed, which is another concern you may have or not have. So, these robots are approaching your position, and, oh, I guess I should. Let me make these guys a thing, yeah? Enemies. Armatures. Yeah, I think that classifies. Let's see, HP, AC, perfect. And let me roll for these guys. Boop. Hey, okay. Let's sort descending. So, Dr. Fisher or Oscar, whichever one of you wants to go first. I think you probably have a higher dex, Oscar.
Yeah.
But yeah, these things are approaching. You've seen what it says on the big terminal, which, by the way, is this light. I just can't make lights any other... Like, I can't make it green light or red light, so it's just regular light. There's another lamp that you can see kind of down here. And you know that the exit from where you came in is... Oops, that is not... I did not want to select her. Is up and around the corner here. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
You also know that there's like a set of stairs like in this area that leads up into like a couple of upper rooms, and there's also like a smaller door right here that leads into a room.
Yeah, I think.
What's the possibility of just blasting a hole through here?
I will remind you, there's no atmosphere on this planet or on this moon.
Good to remind me. Thank you.
No problem.
We can totally do that, though. We can totally do that.
You can still do it.
Yeah, no, I'm not telling you. I'm not telling. Like, listen to the words that I used. I didn't say you couldn't do it.
No, yeah. I mean,
I
just said it was good that you reminded me.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
currently still formulating the plan in my head.
Calculated
just
risks.
Hold your breath.
It just depends on how good at math you are, and good luck.
Yeah. So Oscar is going to... I'm going to go first unless you have any major, complaints about that, Phil.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So Oscar is going to, step forward, click his shield, do I don't think he's going to try and slip into his suit with these things staring at him, but he is going to take whatever looks like the heaviest crate and just whip it in there.
So like these are
general
all crates
direction.
right here, or this is like a.
Yeah.
So this right here is a shelving unit. You could totally like pick up this crate and throw it at him.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he wants to just go bowling for these things.
Yeah, cool. So make me an attack roll with said crate, or your telekinetic attack roll, right?
So what should I be?
I think that the only thing it would be like the normal. I would say your shit. Why my brain is blanking. We haven't done combat in a while. I would say primitive, right? Like your combat primitive applies here. It's throwing big heavy
So
objects and things.
general, how have we handled this in the past? Because as we're talking about this, I'm wondering what the advantage to doing this is over just using my monoblade. I feel like previously it was not. How are we handling
I mean,
this?
if you want to
Keep
deal
talking.
damage to them with it, you
Yeah.
can throw it at them. But I think that or you can attack them with it. If you want to just like move it in their direction, you're using like complex manipulation to do that, I assume.
Yeah, so I guess that would be an attack roll. So am I just rolling
If you're
like a
if you're
basic
trying to like
attack
hit
roll?
them with it, you could like move the box in front of them, like to like block your, or like move it in front of you to give you cover or something like that. But I think that if you're trying to hit them with it, it's going to be an attack roll.
Okay.
But I think it's primitive. I think primitive is appropriate.
Maybe in that event, I think he's gonna.
Oh, here you go. Are you
instead
ready?
of,
I think the
yeah.
advantage is you might be able to hit multiple if you like tumble it through them. How's that?
Sure. Okay. That's. Yeah. I mean, you get what I'm saying,
Yes.
right? Like,
yes.
it seems like using an environmental.
Again, it's a thing that does not occur in the game, and the ruling is thusly.
Okay.
It will deal like less damage to them than obviously your sword would, but maybe you hit two of them, maybe you hinder him, something like that. You know, maybe it like shatters over top of him and he can't break out of it and he's delayed a turn. Some other good effect might come based on your description of the manipulation.
Sure. I think. Yeah, while they're all bunched up here, he's going to try and just take this closest, this guy here, this
Sure.
closest one, and just try and smush him.
Yeah, so this is like
So-
there's two crates underneath here, and this is like a shelving unit.
Okay.
So yeah, you can like slam one of the crates out of there for sure.
So is that just you want me to just make a combat primitive roll with Dex? Or with what?
Well, what would you normally roll to attack, right? Would it be with Dex? Is that what you normally use to attack because you're using a monoblade?
Yeah.
I actually think this would not be with Dex. I think it would be with Wisdom, right? Like isn't that your psychic stat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be with Wisdom. I
It
think
would be the same. I think we've kind of ignored that previously because it winds up being the same bonus.
Yeah.
Because I have a +1 in Dex and Wisdom. So, okay. Where did my sheet go? Fucking A.
Hey, Jordan.
Yeah.
Just we are considered a frigate.
Correct.
Okay, I have questions about that later then.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that an 8 is enough to slam the box into this first guy. So do you want to try and hit multiple, or do you want to try, like, entrap this guy with the box?
If that's not good enough to hit multiple, I'll go for the first guy and then hope that the debris will at least, like, slam the thing into him and then hope that whatever remains there might, like, either provide us cover or delay advance.
Yeah, so I think that you slam it into this first guy, and it smashes all over him. Roll me a 1d4. That's a fair assessment here.
Yeah, it's a box.
Yeah.
It's not.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good though. So you see like some of like the actuators and stuff like begin to spark and sizzle, and it's like trying to move out, but it's struggling to get out. You've entrapped that one for this round.
Sweet.
Cool.
Yeah, and I think he you know, in that movement, you know, he grabs the crate with his telekinesis and he smashes it on the thing, and then he looks back to Oha and to Fisher, and he says, you have any extra weapons? Or, you know, he just, like, you know, she's unarmed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you motion to Fisher to toss her a weapon if you have one.
I think you only see a single laser pistol in his hand.
That's you would see behind the mask just a single tear going down his chest. It's like, yeah, he shrugs.
I'm sorry I didn't bring my icicle with me, okay?
Damn it. If only there were a freezer nearby.
I mean, it's really cold outside. There's probably some icicles outside if you want to blow open that wall, Dr. Fisher.
Yeah, totally.
It's up to you, though. I mean, like, that's on you, buddy. I'm just here to help.
I am saddened that I can't just start lobbing grenades safely in here.
Yeah, and also remember, it's like a prefab, so it's not like the most sturdy either. It's the equivalent of a trailer park you are currently inside, with a lot more danger outside than the normal trailer park environment, which is saying something.
Well, seeing as First Blood has already been drawn,
Sure.
Despite them not having blood, but you get the reference. Pew pew.
Pew away.
So
Believe in you.
Is their armor?
Their armor is 7. They're metal. It's really the only thing that gives them armor. They're not particularly dexterous. Holy shit! Holy shit!
Typically, laser pistols are good against armor, right?
Oh my god!
I mean,
That's
you just
amazing.
rolled 2 max rolls back to back.
Amazing. So yeah, Dr. Fisher.
It dies.
Yeah, this one back here just like you just melt its frame around its body.
Do I get the fallout vaporize from the laser weapon?
Yeah, you get the slow cam where it's like, and then it flies through the air and hits him, and no, I think that's bad. This is what I want. Just he begins to spark and die instantly, vaporizing.
Guys, I'm actually helpful. I
I'm
never
helping.
imagined I would be any help in any combat situation ever. But I'm actually helping.
Yeah. All you have to do is roll nat 20s. That's what anyone in this game, if you're not Fortune, has to do.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So
Sweet
these things,
deal.
they don't move very fast. But they get to here, and Oscar, roll me a perception check.
Keep losing my sheet. Here we go.
Okay. So you see this one? The little, on its claws, that it uses, like, move stuff around, you see that the grip has been shredded away, and they look almost, like, serrated.
Great.
They've clearly been, like, modified in some way, these particular bots. But they can't do much else. All they can do is move towards you. So Oha, she leaps over this box, and she leaps down on this one. And she produces a knife from seemingly nowhere. Going to make an attack.
Oscar, you see the little heart and then the +20 above his head. As soon as she just pulls a knife out of her.
Yeah. So, normal. AC 7. Oh. She doesn't do well, though. But she grabs onto it, and she's just, like... it starts, like, spinning around, and she's trying to hang on, and is, like, trying to get a good to, like, pry some things off, but is not doing a hell of a job. But it's your turn.
For some reason, my map is not updating. If I look at Twitch, I see...
That's because you only have vision of your character, and Twitch has vision of all characters.
Okay.
So, only play with what your
see...
character could see.
Oh, no, I mean, so, visually on my screen, clearly not in shadow, Oha and Fisher are unobscured. And she does not appear to have moved on my screen, but I accept that explanation.
Yeah, she's right here right now.
I also don't see her ping, so I'm just going to refresh quick.
Yeah, that's... Perhaps that is the answer.
Yeah. We're good. Okay.
All right.
Hey, Jordan.
Yes.
Whose view do I have?
You have Oha's view.
Okay.
Yeah. You have Oha's viewpoint of this particular fight.
Cool.
Oscar, what you gonna do?
He's gonna try and... Man, so she, like, jumped on that thing?
Yeah, she's, like, riding it right now, like, trying to stab it, narratively.
Do I think that I could get a clean shot at that without
you totally
risking...
could.
Okay.
Maybe not with a crate.
No, with his monoblade.
But yeah, with your monoblade, absolutely.
Okay, especially from this close, I would expect that.
AC 7 if you're making that attack. Damn! Fisher rolls a 20, she rolls a 1, you roll a 20.
Well, I rolled a 2, then a 20, because hacks.
Oh, yeah, right, you get to reroll.
So that actually
That's
worked.
actually the first time you've actually ever been able to do that. Yeah, awesome. So you wreck this thing. Your monoblade, like, cuts it in half, and she, like, stabs it, like, right at the same time and, like, slides off, and she bounds back to her feet with her knife, like, kind of held down, looking for the next target.
Yeah, awesome.
Anything else, Oscar? Are you going to move?
Garcias?
No, he's standing, like, he's trying to stay... Oha seems to know exactly what she wants to be doing right now, so Oscar's just trying to, like, look like a bigger target compared to Fisher.
Sure. Dr. Fisher, it's your turn.
Pew.
All right.
Let's see another 20.
Holy shit. There it is, though.
So good.
So, you firing at the top or the bottom one?
Yeah, kind of closest.
Yeah, the top one? Okay. Again, Dr. Fisher's aim is true. And he just melts this thing, too. 2 for 2, Dr. Fisher.
He's been getting training from Fortune, I guess.
Yeah.
But, like, by osmosis.
Yeah, which means you're going to miss the important shots.
So, Oscar, this security bot comes up to you. Just, like, kind of, like, trundles up to you. This one goes up to Oha. The one that goes up to Oha is going to make an actual attack. Because she has been labeled for extermination, and you have been labeled for capture. Normal. Her AC is unfortunately 9, because she has no armor. Oh, but it misses. Yeah, so she nimbly just rolls out of the way and begins to attack this thing. But against you, Oscar, so as we've determined, there's no real rules for, like, brawling. So I'm going to make a unarmed combat check versus whatever you would like, versus your athletics, I believe, would be an appropriate thing here, or unarmed, whichever you want to choose. If you want to try and like grapple with this thing, but it's basically going to try and grapple you. Make sense?
Sure.
So combat unarmed. And it's using its strength. Is it using its strength? Yes. Using its strength, not assisted. Okay, so 7. So beat a 7 with either your athletics, just to kind of brute force your way out of it, or nimbly dive out of your way. So it's either with strength or dexterity, up to you. Or if you want to like try and like, you know, lock hands with this thing, it'd be an unarmed check.
I think the net result of both of those things is going to be the same.
It is narratively then how you want to evade this thing grappling you.
Well, I don't think it would make sense for Oscar to grapple with it, so I think he's going to try and just like roll back out of the way.
Okay, yeah, so you want to dex athletics your way out of it?
Yeah, because I mean, he would try and stick it if we're really going to get down to that. So let's say that he tries to do the dip duck dodge dad, you know.
Yeah. And dodge.
Oh fuck.
Holy crap. Yeah, no, it like, so you go to jump out of the way, and maybe its little arm like shoots out, and you weren't expecting it to like actually detach from its body, and it like grabs onto your arm and like like winches you in and like grabs you and is basically like bear hugging you. You could still attack it, because that doesn't like limit your attack, but basically it turns to like cart off with you.
Okay.
Like you're a crate.
Does this happen to be a TL5 grasper?
TL5?
Well, Oscar can teleport.
Correct.
So maybe it grabs him briefly, but it's not going to trundle off.
Again, that will happen on your turn. It is trundling off with you now.
Yes.
Then you can decide what you want to do with it later.
Uh-huh. I'm just saying.
Oha is going to go. She is going to try and stab this one that's attacking her. AC of 7, because it's basically just metal. Nope, she misses again. She's not great.
It's okay. Phil has this in the bag.
Probably. So Oscar, it's your turn.
Like I said, he's been training with Fortune. You miss important shots.
Yeah. So this thing catches Oscar off guard.
Yeah, it's got you in a bear hug, and like it does the thing where like the bottom half of its body turns, like rotates, the pivots, and it begins like zzz, like wheeling off with you, which obviously isn't going to work. But
they don't quite. The armatures don't quite understand the situation.
No, yeah, they've been given a task.
Right. So he's gonna use his movement for the round to just like pop immediately behind it, like, you know, just pop out of its grasp and then try and manually attack it.
Yeah, just
rather
slice
than
it in
trying
half.
to throw. Yeah, just like literally just sidestepping to keep from getting grappled here.
Yeah, I think the it goes like it pinches its claws and you hear boop 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 boop, and then you just slash it.
Okay, so I'm gonna make an attack then.
AC
7.
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch. Nope.
Yeah, so you come down on it. Maybe
50.
like you get through it, and then like maybe you get like your it hits like a gear or something that lodges the monoblade. So it does like, you know, it quote unquote damage, but non-lethal damage.
Nothing the bot particularly cares about.
Right.
All right, that's it for him.
Dr. Fisher.
Okay. I see that there's only one left.
There's 2. Oha is fighting one as well.
Oh. Well, who cares?
There you go.
I mean, Oscar can probably take care of himself. So
Yeah.
I go up, like point blank range.
Just melt its head off.
Just do an executioner's
Yeah.
shot against it.
Yeah, AC 7.
Are you trying to argue for advantage by...
I mean, yes, obviously, but thematically, it's just...
Will knows better.
I'm asking if we need to...
Holy shit, you guys in these 19s.
Damn.
Like I said, you've been training with
So
fortune.
yeah, so again, you like melt off the faceplate, and it just like continues on its path.
It just revealed the cogs which make up its thinking matrix.
Yep, exactly. It's going to attack Oha. Yep, this one. AC 9, because she's not wearing shit. Oh, it misses. And Oscar, I'm going to roll another unarmed check against you. It's going to try and pick you up again. With strength, not assisted. Ooh, there's no way you can fail that, so.
I don't know. I have a negative. I could tie it.
Okay.
I'm not particularly athletic.
So this time you are able to kind of duck out of the way. Oha is going to leap into action. Hopefully, here. 7. Hey, there we go.
She did a thing.
There we go. So she stabs at the exposed part, Dr. Fisher, but she doesn't end it. It still appears to want to kill her. Oscar, it's your turn.
Just taking swings.
Yep, I believe in you.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you chop it up into a bunch of fine little pieces, and it falls. Do you want to take a movement?
So I haven't been complaining, but I still can't see shit on my screen. So I've just been kind of going with whatever.
So what do you mean by shit? Because like it's supposed to be dark in here.
What I mean is I cannot see anything that is happening. Period.
So
I will like.
It's not classified as dim.
Did you sing that ping?
No. Now, actually, that I resized my screen, everything disappeared, and I just see the gray background.
Yeah, I had this issue before.
Oh wait, what browser are you using?
It's the same one I always use. I refreshed it again, and now I can see stuff. It's fine.
Okay.
Can you see that ping?
Now I see the ping.
Okay.
It's a weird bug.
So I guess, yeah, he's just gonna move like back here. Hopefully he can, Oha's already engaged with this thing. He's gonna just see if he can't get it in the squishy bits.
Yeah, Dr. Fisher, save Oha from her unfortunate death next turn.
Kaplow.
Oh god.
Ooh, god damn it.
So yeah, it's like it's like spinning around and like swerving, and you strike like the arm, but it doesn't do much. But it's going to attack Oha again.
We have medkits.
Nope, misses again.
What is this with the repeated rolls? That's
I don't
bizarre.
know.
I mean, I guess technically they've all been different.
There we
things
go.
Being summed up.
So yeah, I think Oha like grabs the arm of it, cuts through the wires, and like rips it off with her knife, and then like pushes it over and like stabs into like the central processing unit in like the base of it, and it just like and settles. And we are no longer in combat.
What does it look like on the board?
So on the board, you see that all of those jobs that were assigned, it says failed next to it, and it says sending to next available unit.
Damn it. Okay, so Oscar looks at the board, curses quietly, and says, "Let's see if we can't move quickly enough that we can't avoid any others."
Yeah, and I think Oha says, "Yes, that would be preferable. Let's go." And just starts like booking it out of the room to the exit right there. And
So we're not going to do parkour across the roofs.
that's it.
Fail our athletics.
No, it was just that little encounter for you guys. It would have been more depending on how many characters went with you. And I think it would have been funny to have like 5 people picked up, just being moved around with these robots.
That could have been pretty funny if like Chan, Fortune, Go-Go, and Fisher got carried off, and I was just like, damn it.
Yep. So, congratulations, you did that.
We didn't die.
So, what do you guys are able to like exit the facility? It seems like as soon as you guys get into a public area, everything appears normal again. And obviously there's no sign of the hooded figures any longer.
I mean, I, for one, still don't want to hang around.
No. So Oscar says, Fisher, are you good enough with computers that you could figure anything out about that? If we went back, do you think you could trace it to anywhere?
Maybe overestimating my abilities somewhat.
He puts up a hand and he says, that's fine. I just would like to know if this was the contract or what those Ton were warning us about. I suppose it doesn't matter right this second.